What is going on, guys? So how to cure panic attacks naturally. Now, if you go to the Google bar, you can go ahead and search. You're going to find plenty of ways to spend your money on all these quick fixes, miracle cures, stop your panic attacks in a day or two kind of deal. Guys, it's often a long process. For instance, for me, it took me a year of recovery to make my panic attacks completely go away. But I believe that I had it just as bad as anybody, if not worse. And if I can overcome it, you definitely can. I wasn't the strongest person mentally, so I just had to be consistent and learn the tools that I had, that I found and added to my tool belt, and use them every single day consistently, persistently. That was the key. Okay, so if you're ready to kick anxiety in the butt, smash that like button, guys. And one of the reasons I tell you to smash that like button if you're ready to kick anxiety in the butt, because that gets you proactive. That gets your mind right. That gets your attitude going upward. Sure, I know many of you think, well, you're just wanting likes. No, this is actually a cool tool. Yes, you are ready to freaking fight anxiety. Yeah, I'm ready to kick anxiety in the butt, man. I'm ready to get over my panic attacks. Smash that like button. That's a call to action. It's a proactive action on your part. Now, guys, leave me a comment throughout this video and let me know if you've had panic attacks in the past, if you suffer from panic disorder. Maybe we can get a conversation and some help going in the comments section down below. So, guys, if you know me, I had panic disorder. Horrible, scary stuff. Plagued me for 4 years. That last year, I don't count it as panic disorder. My panic attacks got much less frequent and a lot smaller, thanks to the things that I'm going to tell you. Now, my first panic attack was 6 hours long, had every symptom in the book. Chest pain, nausea, depersonalization, derealization. I was even hallucinating, had chills, I had shakiness and trembling, I had numbness. My IBS went crazy, nuts, shortness of breath, hyperventilation, everything. From that point on, I had 5 to 10 of these every single day. I thought I was dying of heart disease. I was scared that these were heart attacks. So this went on for 4 years. 4 miserable years. Every day I woke up, it started. All the way until I could finally fall asleep and get my 1 or 2 hours of sleep every night. I lost everything, guys. I lost relationships. I lost friendships. I lost jobs. I went into debt. I quit college. My life fell apart. It's unbelievable how much damage a mental disorder can have on your body and on your life. I definitely experienced that, guys. So my heart goes out to you if you are suffering from this, because it is serious. And unfortunately, in this day and age, well, things are getting better with mental health awareness, but it's still not where it needs to be. Hopefully, YouTubers like myself can get this out there more and we can get some more support. But I'm here for you guys. I'm gonna let you know how I did it. So, with me, like I said, I was unhealthy. I was eating fast food. I wasn't exercising. I was drinking every day. I was smoking like a choo-choo train. I wasn't taking vitamins for sure. I wasn't getting my sleep because I was out partying all night. I wasn't healthy. So when I had that first panic attack, I thought this had all caught up with me. My subconscious had already been programmed, telling itself, you're not healthy, you're not healthy, you're not healthy. Something's gonna happen. And eventually it manifested in a panic attack. So I thought this was the big one, man. I thought I was having a heart attack. And then from then on, I thought I was having 5 to 10 of these heart attacks a day. You gotta figure out your root cause. Why are you having panic attacks? Now, I figured that out. That's the very first step. Most of us know why we're having these panic attacks, but either we don't want to put our feet in that water, or we just kind of want to push it aside. It seems like too much trouble. It amazes me on how many of us, including myself at the time, would rather be miserable than to fix a problem. That's unbelievable, but that's human nature, unfortunately, sometimes. So I was terrified. This is happening every single day. So I figured out my root cause, my underlying factors. I was unhealthy. I thought I was dying. So that was it. That's why I was having these panic attacks. Now, the next thing I had to do, especially if you have health anxiety, I had to get reassurance that I wasn't dying. That was going to help me. So I needed to go to the doctor. Now, during the first 4 years, I went on and off to the doctor many times, and the ER, emergency room, all of that. Now, I would get reassurance all the time. Whether I accepted that reassurance or not, that's a different story. 90% of the time, it would make me feel okay for a day or two, but me not realizing how anxiety works, anxiety doesn't just disappear like that. I'm still gonna have these symptoms. It takes a long time to rewire your brain and for your subconscious to get on the same level as your conscious mind. So that takes a long time, and that wasn't good enough for me. So I would get these answers from the doctor saying we can't find anything wrong, and my blood work and my EKGs and every test known to man would always come back normal. And I would be fine, I'd be happy after I got the results, but me getting in my own head and being irrational, I would always think they missed something. So the next step after getting that reassurance, guys, which you need to do, don't be scared to go to the doctor. Think about it. Even if you think something is horribly wrong with you and you're scared to get a death sentence, you still need to go to the doctor anyways because you want to get help. You want to get treatment. Likelihood is there isn't anything wrong with you, so that'll be a bonus when you find that out. You should be happy with going to the doctor regardless because you're going to get better. And that was something that I had to finally put in my head. I had to finally realize, like, Trey, you know, if there is something wrong with you, why would you do this to yourself? And why would you hurt your family by not getting treated for it? That's how I kind of tricked myself into going to the doctor more often. So I started getting more reassurance, and this built some momentum. I started seeing a pattern. I was like, hey, there's too many things that aren't adding up, okay? I'm not dying from heart attacks 5 to 10 times a day. That's ridiculous. I started to realize how irrational I was. So I had to accept anxiety and trust my doctors. The minute I did that, guys, something magical happened. It was magic. My panic attacks went anywhere from the 15 or 20 minute period to the 3 to 6 hour-ish kind of stuff, which are terribly long for panic attack sufferers. I was on the high end. So anywhere from a minute and a half to 2 minutes to the 15 and 20 minutes. Just like that, my panic attacks did bam. Like decreased by like 75% instantly. Because now I was like, well, I'm not dying from a heart attack, but I'm still having a panic attack because my body's still revved up, still has that adrenaline. Takes a while for my body to get normal. And then I was like, aha, this is why. This is why this is happening. So now I got them down to this, and that should be your first goal. Get your panic attacks to a shorter duration. Now, there's many ways of controlling yourself and helping. They aren't quick fixes or cures, but breathing techniques will help you. Those are going to help you bring the duration of your panic attacks down. That's going to help a lot. There's things like CBD oil and ASMR. There's many different resources out there, guys, and techniques that you can use. Now, if you're thinking those techniques are going to cure your panic disorder, you are highly mistaken. That's why when people say, cure your panic disorder with this breathing technique or this, no. You're managing it, but it's not going to get rid of the problem. The getting rid of the problem starts with identifying the root cause, then accepting the anxiety. If that includes trusting your doctors, if it's tied into health anxiety, do that. Now we're going to start working. Now I'm going to work out. All right. Now I'm going to reassure that my health is where it needs to be because I'm going to stop drinking. I stopped smoking. That helped a lot because smoking was tied to heart disease. And I was like, I needed to get that factor out of there. That was one of the factors that was making me have these panic attacks because I thought I was dying because I was a smoker. Got that out of there. I started taking my multivitamins. I started eating a plant-based diet, eating right. Meditation saved my freaking life, man. Meditation is so important, and a lot of you guys blow that off. A free tool right there. You can get on YouTube and find guided meditation videos everywhere. And a lot of you blow that off. I'm not a monk. I don't need to be doing that. I'm not spiritual. You don't have to be any of those things. Meditation is going to help you change your subconscious over time. Take my advice. I'm giving you gold. It may seem like common sense, but if you're throwing common sense out the window, what are you doing? Meditate in the mornings and the evenings, 15 to 30 minutes. Do that every single day. Find somewhere quiet to go. I have a video on how to meditate, and I have a video on a meditation journal. I'll put those at the end of this video so you can check it out. Meditation needs to be every day for you. That's going to help you so freaking much. Journaling is another one. It's just going to help you find your root causes and your underlying factors and figure out a plan of action. Journal every single day, 10, 20 minutes. Write down your diets. Write down what worked today that you want to keep doing. Write down what didn't work today that you don't want to do tomorrow. Write down what you meditated about. Write down your vitamin schedule. Write down your exercise routines. Write down your symptoms. Why do you think these symptoms? Write down your triggers. You know, why are they triggers and how can I eliminate those and face my fears with exposure therapy? Exposure therapy is another one, guys. If you're scared of something, you have to face that fear. One of those fears is probably your underlying factor and why you're having panic attacks. You have to face that fear. You just got to do it, guys. I hope you got some value out of this. But, I mean, the deal is, guys, is that eventually my panic attacks continued to get shorter, and then there was a lot of days in between. That's when you gain that momentum, and eventually they just stopped happening. They just stopped happening, which is amazing. And probably that last 3 or 4 or 5 months, I was having one maybe once every month and a half. And then after that last one, I did have a panic attack relapse probably about a year and a half later, I believe. And I actually think that's on my channel if you go far enough back. I had a random panic attack. That was a pretty decent sized panic attack. Not as bad as I've had in the past. But ever since that last panic attack relapse, never had a panic attack since then. That's been like 3 years. So I think I kind of know what I'm talking about here. So I know it's kind of all over the place on this video, but I hope you got some value out of it. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't. Leave me a comment down below on some techniques that you use for panic attacks, your strategies, some things that you've heard, or if you just want to talk about your panic disorder, let me know down below, guys. I'm here for you. Subscribe if you haven't, hit that notification bell so you get updates when I put my videos out. Make sure you check out that anxiety store down below. There's a lot of books and workbooks that you can be using as additional resources to helping you with your panic disorder or any other type of anxiety disorder. Join that Facebook group. We're getting close to, we're over 1,400 members strong in there. Many of us in that group deal with panic attacks and health anxiety. Any type of anxiety disorder is welcome. And we talk about strategies or symptoms, ways of overcoming this the natural way. There's a lot of people in there that are on medications that describe what it's like on certain medications. So maybe you can get some information there if you are on antidepressants. The help is there as well. Some other things, guys, my Snapchat, my Twitter, my Instagram, it's all down there. My Patreon account, it's a great way to give back to me and the channel. So make sure that you check that out. There's many different rewards in there, and it's only $1 to get in. Also, if you want to send me any fan mail or packages or anything like that, I will have my P.O. box down below, so take advantage of that. Once I start getting in fan mail, I'll start doing a fan mail opening maybe once or twice every single month. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. You have a great afternoon.